We've got 5 red lights, and away we go. Here, F2 IRL Season 9. And unfortunately the timings are glitched. They are ghosting. But Louis looks like he's got the lead. He's kept the lead. I think the Alpha Tauri of, yeah, that's Eisen, he's kept in the lead. We've got a crash behind. There's a Mercedes round. That's Hab. But Louis has kept the lead. 1 Mercedes in the lead, 1 Mercedes behind him. Yeah, unfortunately the timings are glitched, so it's really difficult to know where everyone is. But Joe is in 4th position. And I think that's Kevin in 3rd. Or is it Nathan? One of the Alfa Romeos is in 3rd. But Louis has kept the lead. And I think it's gone back to normal now. So Louis in the lead from Eisen, 4 tenths behind. A bit of a gap now to Nathan. Behind them we've got also very soon we'll be able to see moves. But can we see a move now? Nathan going down the outside of Eisen. They make contact. Eisen gives him a rub round the outside. Eisen keeps the position. There's contact. They hit him. Nathan has damage. Nathan has his wing taken off by Eisen. And Joe has just ran wide behind them as well. Slight lack up there from Louis. But Kevin, I think Kevin's right behind Jose. He goes down the inside. Jose's turned in. They've both spun. Massive crash. Sanjay is out. Sanjay is out. I think, who else is involved there? I'm not too sure. 4-car crash. Sanjay has just crashed out of this race after Kevin was turned in on. And we have a virtual safety car. Wow. Just caught that. Sanjay is out of this race. Kevin was on the inside in the start finish straight. We're going to see more of this. Eisen very close. Louis too far behind the car in front to get DRS to help him defend. I think we're going to see a change of net lead here. Louis defends. Eisen takes the inside anyway. And Eisen takes the lead. Louis pushed out wide a little bit. And Eisen does take the net lead of this race and he gets DRS to defend from Louis. I don't think Louis can do anything about that now. He just needs to stay close and wait for the next DRS zone. Is Langfeld going to defend? Oh no, James too far back. I thought he'd be closer. Behind them. Oh, Eisen's hit! Eisen's hit. Sorry, Eisen's been hit by Louis. Louis slows down. Has Louis got damage? Louis too late on the brakes there and he's hit him. I think we've got a yellow flag in sector 3. The turn 3 though, I definitely think we're going to see a move. Louis gets a penalty. Corner cut in turn 1 there. Is it going to stay single file? I doubt it. Oh, they've hit. Oh, how did they not touch there, Louis and Sean? Oh, then JCK has crashed out. Jose has crashed out. He's lost it on the back end. How is that not a safety car? I don't know. He lost it just on pure traction, no contact. Far back for them guys. What about Brandon? No, Brandon's going round the outside of Joe Hollis. Breaks late. Can he hold it around the outside? Joe pushes him off. Oh, and he's hit. He's round. Brandon's round. He's lost it on the grass and the dirt on the exit. Unfortunately, be careful. Don't. Oh my God. I thought he was not going to ghost then. And James and Lee would have been out. Get damage there, so he's just going to carry on. Oh, he's going to block Kevin. Kevin's going to give him that side of there. No, he's not, but he's going to breeze past him out of the DRS, I think. Brandon defends. Kevin round the outside. Turns in. And Kevin's got the move done, but they're going to carry on going side by side. Who's got DRS? It's Kevin. He's on the outside for turn 3. Kevin turns in. Nicely done. And he has got the move. And he moves up to P13. Also known as second to last. But come on. James needs to make a move now and Lee. Here he goes. Is he going to go down the inside? Lee places his car nicely. James goes down the outside. Lee now on the outside. Oh, good defensive driving there from Lee. Swoops around the outside. And he hits the grass now, does James. It's a good defense nation there. Can Kevin make a move? Langveld's using the ERS. Kevin goes down the inside. And Langveld does not battle that, but he gets a switchback actually. He's on the inside for the next corner. Oh, was there contact there? I'm not entirely sure. I didn't get the best camera angle, but it looked tight. There you go, look at that. Langveld goes down that side, cannot make that stick. He's going to get a terrible exit now, and I think Brandon's going to be able to capitalise. He is going to be able to capitalise. Are they going to go side by side into turn 1? No. Obviously, both drivers behind Kevin does have DRS, so that's going to help Langfield to defend. But is it going to help him enough? Because Brandon, he's closer, but again, he's too far back. And I believe Eisen is coming across the line to win. He is. But will Louis take it on Pens? Yes, he does by 0.4 of a second. Louis wins round 1 of IRL Season 9 F2. Congratulations to him. Fantastic. We've just missed a crash. I think that was Louis Quinlan who's just spun.
And they're gone, and we are racing in Baku. Kevin, it looks like he's got an alright start so far. Can anybody challenge him from behind except the 2 people behind him going side by side? Everybody going side by side into turn 1 so far except from Kevin, who seems to get a nice start as the lobby's already glitched on me. The Rebel going up the inside of the sister car. AlphaTauri pushes Kevin into the wall, and the racing point. He's already gone round and he's into the wall already. People going single file. I have no idea where anybody is as the lobby's already glitched for me, which is absolutely brilliant. So I'm just going to call them the names of the cars as people lock up coming into turn 4, I believe that is. So it all seems to be nice so far. A few drivers ghosting, blue flags already. The Ferrari has to defend a little bit from, I believe that was Meme behind him. I have absolutely no idea, but as we know, Kevin has pace, but he also has consistency, which is very important. As it looks like Meme and Jared, they're having a little bit of a fight with Miller and Fair also getting involved. So coming down this big main straight, we could see a little bit of action. We're going to go to this now. It isn't quite the fight for the podium places of the winners. Jared, gets very close to the wall. Switches to the inside on Meme, and Meme could be swamped here. There's Miller and Fair. Here he comes. He gets past him, except it's going to be between Jared and Miller on the Renault and the Ferrari. They're going to be going side by side into turn 1. Who's going to be able to get the move done? The Renault's on the inside. Jared has to go around the outside. He gets forced a little bit wide, hits the wall. Oh my god, 3 wide. Oh my, it's a crash. A little bit of wing damage for the Renault as the Haskell has to go around the outside. And everything's happening right now. Jared's just sitting in front of the Beam. He's going to be going up to the inside for turn 3. Here he goes easily past except Miller Fair also going to make the move to go up the inside. Does he hit into the back of Meme? No, he doesn't. Jared, Miller Fair,
Kevin and Louis are on this. Kevin and Louis are now behind this.
Oh my, what is happening? Lots of lockups. Unbelievable scenes. Kevin has to get past Jared now. He's going to have to go around the outside. It's a tricky place to try and overtake, except Jared is not making it a bit easy for him at all. Kevin goes up the inside for the next corner. Jared gets overtaken now. Lewis, this is his chance to try and get past to get back up into that top 5. He goes diving up the inside, except close to Kevin. Lock up both of his brakes, and Jared into the castle section. They need to back off. One of them has to. There you go, Jared. He backs off now, and that is the end of that fight. Sorry for cutting off so much, Bran.
He uses ERS. Obviously, he's got a lot more than Louis.
There
Louis using it right now. Here he comes. Eisen's too far back.
Yeah, so Eisen, he's getting past Meme now. They're going side by side ahead of him. Kevin, he takes 1. Can he take 2? Is he going to go over the inside? What can Kevin do? He pulls over to the inside into turn 1 for P2. Doesn't quite launch it. I wasn't expecting that. What happened?
Brandon cuts right across him. Kevin wasn't committed enough. It was so close to contact. They might have even had a little bit, but with Kevin now is under pressure. He needs to get past him, but I don't think he can into the next corner. Brandon's defending like he is completely allowed to do, and Kevin cannot get the move done.
Lewis has also managed to clear the same cars as Kevin did, so Kevin, it isn't quite been as successful as it could have been for him. He wasn't able to clear a couple of cars.
All the hard runners to get here, so it's now like a 6-way battle now, because Lee and then maybe even Sassy Pickle could arrive now, because this is crazy.
The only one not in this fight is Miller Fair, who's at the front of this train, except I imagine he's not going to be in the front for much longer. As Kevin, he opens the taps of his overtake, opens the DRS, easy as you like. Brandon, probably going to get overtaken now as Lewis. He also has to get past him, except he's miles off. So I think Kevin has managed to put a car finally in between the two of them. As Eisen, he locked up a lot there. But Miller and Fair still battling despite being on a completely different strategy, which has probably frustrated Kevin or Lewis at least a bit.
Oh, here comes Louis.
Miller and Fair moves up to the inside.
He's letting him go.
Oh.
Is he?
It looks like it.
He's just letting go, yeah. He didn't even use DRS or anything. Wow.
Kevin's not going to be happy.
No.
I mean, he put up a big fight for Kevin, but hardly anything for Lewis. Dodgy dealings. That's all I have to say. Getting a little bit funky now in this section of the race. Is he going to be as easy with the people race decisive
there goes
pit now?
Leon Sanjay.
Oh, I didn't even see that. There we go, side by side, completely. Both have DRS. There's a car ahead of him, Eisen ahead of them. Is he going to act as a roadblock? The Red Bull's on the inside. Lee has to go around the outside. Sondre clouds the curb, except it looks like Lee. He's been able to get on top of this one so far. Louis, he drops out nice.
Lee's going to back of him. Lee's going to get past him. Eisen locked up into turn 2. They're going to side. Oh, not quite side by side. Lee on the inside now.
Here they go side by side. Turn 4, he breaks late up the inside. Eisen, he has to let that one happen, really. Except Lewis is 2 tenths away from Kevin now. 3 tenths, but yet so far. It depends on the exit through these 2 corners. If he can keep up. What's that?
I'm sorry. I'm just Louis' ERS usage is just crazy. He's using it out of stupid corners. He's using it out of turn 1, out of the castle section. And here he comes though.
It could work for him now. He's used every morsel of his ERS to try and make that move. He almost went up the inside of Kevin and decided not to. What is he doing? I don't know. But Kevin just sitting in the middle, not letting Lewis pass at all. Lewis maybe had an opportunity to get past this to kill you, except that might have costly, as he's also got penalty right now. Except coming down onto straight Lee, he's still got so much ERS. Surely he's getting past Lewis now.
Easy.
Lewis has nothing to use. There you go. There goes Lee. Past Lewis Fassman, maybe. He's not quite getting it past him as quick as I thought he would be, so it could still be a fight. Lewis, he's going to have to try and drag around the outside, except Lee looks like he's got it right now. Beautiful. And now it's between Lee and Kevin for the fight at the front of this race. 10 laps to go. Lewis, can he still come back? And could Eisen be a very weird experience, but that's okay. Hello, Kevin. We love you.
Crash.
But Lee locking up. Crashes. Oh my, hang on a second. Lewis, he's going to try and capitalise on this. He's going to go around the outside, which is the favoured line through there. I know that to try and make the move. He goes up into P2 and gets past Lee, except Lee, can he get him back? No, he cannot. Lee locking up and losing the P2. And, I mean, with the penalty as well, he probably wasn't going to keep it, but Lee, bottling himself, almost hit. I'll try and bamboozle everyone. At the back, there's quite a big gap. What's going on there? Now Alvatari's gone very slowly. TLT James is miles off. Where is he?
Needs to be the 10 car lengths at least.
Everybody warming up their tyres right now. When is Kevin going to go? He's just taking them for a nice Sunday stroll. He's gone. There you go, Kevin. He's accelerating.
Eisen's overtook Lee before the line. That's not allowed.
Hang on a second. There you go. Lee's got past. It's going to be side by side into the first corner between these two. Here they go. It's Eisen going to dive up the inside. Lewis is still behind. Oh, there's contact. Eisen's round. He's been there the entire race, and it's all gone tits up for him. It is over for Eisen. I'm sorry for swearing, but I'm excited. Kevin, he's already had a nice good restart, and there goes Langfell. He's up into P5 now, and hang on.
Eisen hit him. James Horworth went past him, and now everyone's getting past Eisen. Sondre's got past him. Sondre's back over to the points, and now they're going to go side by side into here.
Oh no, not through here, especially not with wing damage. This could end very badly for somebody. Sondre still goes side by side, with the Avatar. He hits the wall. That's probably wing damage for him as well. 4 cars all fighting inside carbon fibre confetti. What is happening? Sondre, he's dropping past James. He's dropping past everyone. It's Joe Hollis. Is he going to be able to take it? Here comes James on his AlphaTauri teammate. He's going to try and get past him up the inside into turn 1. Is he going to be able to do it? Sondre, here he comes from the back. He tries to get past Eisen. Oh, Louis just spun. Oh my lord. Everything's going on. Final lap of the race, and everybody's still fighting for these final few points. James is in P10 right now, except Eisen. He's 1 position off. He's been doing so well all race. Surely he deserves a point. He had 1 spin right at the start. James, he looks like he's trying to go up the inside of Sondre. He has nowhere in place. Sondre locks up so much. Goes into the wall. Eisen's round. James is also spinning. Eisen, mate, this has not gone well. No, Louis, he goes up the inside of James. What is happening? James isn't having a good one either. Louis, he's gone for the final point, despite being the only one in the entire track on hard. He goes up the inside. Big corner car. Sondre, he's cutting the corners as well. What is happening? TLT James, he's retired. Oh my god. He's just retired on track. James out. He's out quite. Kevin's about to cross the line to win the race.
In his face. Sondre's wing was rubbing on Eisen's halo. He was like blinding
Kevin wins. Kevin wins the race in Baku. What a drive. Lewis comes home in 2nd. Lee comes in 3rd. Langfell, he's coming for 4th now.
And we're underway for F2 at Russia. Timing's already screwed up, but Kevin gets a good start. Nathan's already dropped down. Lee up into third, straight off the line. Adrian up to fifth. They go side by side. They're almost 4 abreast, nearly 5 abreast into turn 2. Are they going to keep it clean? Kevin leads from Lee. Lee cuts the corner massively and doesn't gain much time from it, I don't think. But Nathan's going at Lee now. Into turn 4, side by side through turn 3. Nathan's got the inside line. Lee tries to hold it around that side, gets pushed off, runs wide. Now Nathan's still on the inside. Lee's got to back out, I think, from that one. Yes, and Lee does retain third and drops back. Then we've got Adrian behind him. Kevin is now going to make a move on Jack. I don't think Jack's going to make it too hard for him. Yeah, look at that. Can Kevin get 2 in 1 though and get past James? I think he can, you know. He certainly can. Can Jack use that as an advantage to get past James? Oh, he's going to send it up the inside there. Oh, and he's lost the back end, and is that going to make Nathan get past him? I think the answer is yes. Nathan now lost DRS from Kevin. I think he's going to breeze past him, is he? Hopefully they'll both have DRS, but I think just due to Nathan's tyre advantage. He's going to go down the inside. Oh, Kevin's under a bit of pressure there, you know. And yes, James sensibly didn't really fight that. There's a lap car of Twitch in front of him. He's going to get another lap. But Kevin comes down the final corner. What a brilliant drive from him. And he's going to win. And he does win. Absolutely fantastic from him. Energy finishes. Wow, look how many penalties he had. He's not going to get a podium. But Lewis Vassman takes...
And they're gone, and we are racing in Monaco. Looks like Lewis gets off to a nice start. Maybe the Williams doesn't quite get off to a good start, except that AlphaTauri's gone into second already, past Lee. Lewis gets a nice lead off the start. I can't really see what's going on. The whole thing's messed up. But it looks like the Alfa Romeo car of Kevin is ghosting, and so are the other cars. The AlphaTauri's going side by side behind up the hill. It's all going to be single file. I don't really see anybody making a move. If I'm honest, there's already a bit of wing damage for somebody out the back. I don't know who. I can't really see, if I'm honest. It might be one of the McLarens. Hang on a second. Who's that going up the inside? It's the AlphaTauri of James into the hairpin. This could be an overtaking opportunity, except nobody goes. It's just single file and boring. This lead. He's not going to come out in the net lead. Zeus has overtaken Lewis Vassman for the race lead. Oh, when he exited the pit lane, Lewis Vassman, he's all over the back of him, coming up the hill. He's going to go over the side. Except he couldn't, because the track's too narrow. Oh. Okay, so this is going to be a contrasted tyre. Zeus, he's on the medium 6.3 second gap, which was about 4 seconds before, so Jared is putting up a big bit of defensive driving. Oh, except he's made a mistake and he might have just opened himself up for a move here. James is going to be going around the outside, coming into the hairpin now. They're still going side by side, the AlphaTauri. He's going to go up the inside. It looks like he's going to be able to get past Jared Isarge. He retires from the session. Is that going to be? You know, it's in the pits. God's sake, it's boring. But anyway, James, he's got past Jared, and there's now an 8.2 second gap between him and Paco. He's normally so quick and so consistent, so dominant, isn't today, and he's, yeah, we can blame that on the pad. Except he's also on the pad and ahead of him. Kevin fraud? Maybe. But here comes Lee. He's going to pull over to the outside to try and get past Jared. Looks like he might be able to do it. Just maybe. Jared's still going to stick it up the inside. Lee takes it around the outside. Lovely stuff from Lee Royoto. Gets in front of Jared, who's once again going to become Mr. Bus for Kevin. And probably meme as well. Very upsetting. Never mind. Hang on a second. Kevin, he could finally get past Jared, and we have awful camera views. Please. He's going around the outside. Louis might have a view. Oh, Jared's put him in the wall. As Louis just gets past. See, this is what happens when you try and overtake around this track. You just get put in the wall. VSC, of course, because nothing interesting happens in this track without you crashing. But still, same thing. As Kevin looks to go around the outside into Raskas. Doesn't happen. Of course not. Hang on a second, Paco and James. Please don't go for a move here, Paco. Paco, we've seen this go badly before. He's still going to go for it, though. Hang on, is he going to finally make it work? James still goes up the inside. Paco, they still go side by side, coming over the bump. The corner before the hairpin, I don't know what it's called, but somehow Paco, he's got packs, except it looks like the Williams. He's going to be trying to go around the outside. Lee, he was trying to make a move. He was trying to get an overtake. Didn't quite happen for him, but Paco, finally, the first person to get a move done up the hill, so fair play to him. because that will end in very bad calamities. But anyway, Miller on Fair, he's going to be coming up to the line to take the race win. Very nicely from Miller on Fair. Lewis comes home in second, securing more points and gaining on his championship lead. And Miller on Fair, he's the only one who gains on him. Looking at the back of the grid, but anyway, Zeus, he gets the podium.
And lights are out and away we go for the round 7 of USA Austin, Texas. Looks like Thomas Zedner got a fantastic start against Jesus and Louis Wassman. As Louis Wassman as Louis Wassman overtook Jesus for P2 position in his Mercedes. And a lot of battles going on in the back right now, but Thomas Zedner leading from Wassman and Jesus. Coming towards the stadium part, and we have James already who's pitted to intermediates also, as we have yellow flags, and it's on way. It's the ball hawk. Ball hawk has struck again. Sondre, usually we call him bottle hawk because he bottles so many races. Like there's not a race where Sondre doesn't spin, crash or DNF. And it will be an easy maneuver, I would think. Yeah, Adrian not even fighting. Doesn't have the grip, doesn't have the confidence to fight back, and Langfeld moves himself to P6 position, and 11 seconds to Kevin Harrison. I think that's a little bit too much. That's a violation of the law, but still, Thomas Zedner is coming towards the last corners, ahead of his home crowd, doing the American dream. Winning the race in front of his American supporters. Donald Trump in the stadium celebrating without his shirt on. Very disgusting view, but anyways. Thomas Zedner is a race winner in IRL. You have won your first race in IRL in your first race. Congratulations. And P2 is going to go to Brandon Lopez with very incredible drive, and P3 to Jesus.
And we're underway then, and Sander Sohaug has had an okay start. He's actually kept the lead, and he's brilliant start there, gets up in the gear and into first place. Has Pickle holding second, and the Fleddy's dropped to 5th. Has to watch out, cans round, and he's kept the car under control, and he's dropped a few positions. He has to watch out. Joe Hollis is there, and he has to watch out there. Lee Kelly, no damage at the moment as he's trying to get past the Mercedes of Can. Oh, Can has to see that he's there. You've got to open your eyes. Got to see he's there as they go 3 wide now into the hairpin, and Lee Kelly just has to watch out. As we can see a dive bomb from Jorge. Beautiful time dive bomb there. Moves into 12th place. Jorge hasn't lost his legendary driving skill into 12th as Eric has added the lower end of the field. As we see no overtakes further on, and Jack, oh, Charlie almost loses the rear end, but Jack holds his own and keeps position for now. As we go on board with Ninja, who's still trying to make a move on Eric. He completely dives it, and what is he playing at there? He just completely dives it out of nowhere. Complete mystery to his braking point. I hope that didn't affect Sean, because if that affected Sean spinning round, that would have easily been a possible 30-second penalty. He needs to be more aware with his braking zone, because right now, that was Brandon Vilgas for P7 right now. Is he going to go for the dive? He is. Mr. Sohaug is sending it like the Ricardo. Locks the right front. Parks the bus. And beautiful overtake there. Moves into 7th place. Sondre is a man on a mission. He knows he is in the pit lane. Kevin hasn't pit yet. Oh, that was very... Whoa. That could have ended in tears. Sean now in the pit lane. Now Lee Kelly looking hungry. That is 2 defensive moves. Got to be careful. I know Louis can be a bit aggressive on his defensive, but Lee needs to get past him, and oh god, that's Lee's chance for a win now. Out of the can't speak. Definitely out of. Not going to happen now. Is that Paco? Yes, has been enabled. Oh, is Louis going to get ahead of him? Louis is going to get ahead of him, but is he going to hold it? Oh no! Kevin on the grip almost shoves him off, and. Oh, Kevin there moves to 3rd place. Good strategy call, and he's been gifted with luck. And as I always say, look at the IRL. Gap now between Sondre and Kevin, 3.5 seconds. He's still picking up the pace. Has Lewis defended enough? Ooh, that's... he wasn't defending. I think he was trying to break the toe and trying to get in Eric's. He's going for it. Langford, sorry, he's going for it. Lee Kelly is now fighting for 3rd. He needs to get past Langfeld now. He's using all of his ERS he can must. No, he's not going to do a double overtake. We're going 3 wide. Into turn 1. Drops down to 2 wide. Lee tries to switch to try and get alongside. Can't make it work. Langfell's there. These guys are really squabbling for this position. And Lee is just buying his time, trying to pinpoint a good overtake. As Langfell is crawling back at Lewis. Could make a dive into the hairpin. Nope, doesn't do it. Lee stays behind. And right now... Oh, Lee's had a bad run. Lee's gone off a little bit there, but he keeps the car under control. Probably got a warning. Picking up the DRS, picking up the tow. Gap now 2.6 seconds to Sondre. Sondre gained a bit of time. We're not going for a massive dive, are we, Lee? Oh, he is. Oh, he keeps it under control. Hits Langfell a little bit there. Bit of wheel banging. It can happen. It is racing. Oh, Langfell squeezes him. Lee off again. And Lewis has pulled away. Has Lewis got enough DRS? Pull away as Langfell is now fighting with Lee. I think his best bet is just to let Lee through. You know, it could help him back to fight Lewis. And Lee is now into fourth place. Gap between Kevin and Sondre, 2.4 seconds. Would this be a safety car? This could save Sondre. Or VSC at least, so he can save up his ERS. And I don't think so. It's going to stay green. And Kevin makes the move, goes to the inside. Sondre may go around the outside. He's holding his line. Has he got the position though? He's staying there. Will he go for it? I would dive it if it was me. But he's still there. Kevin's got to give him room. Kevin's got to give him bloody room. Jesus bloody Christ. What's going on here, Kevin? Can't just turn that much. I know it's a tricky corner to give space, but Sondre was still there. But there we go. Kevin gets his way into first place. Whole third, at least. Because Lewis will still be within DRS range. Lewis is going for it into turn 1. That could have ended in tears. They're still fighting it out. Side by side, a bit of more wheel banging. He holds the inside. Lewis is still there. It's a nice action to see now for third place. And he's making a move. Got 1.6 between Kevin and Sondre now. Kevin's pulling away. Oh, Lewis makes an error. Lee will be taking third place. So here it goes then. Kevin Harrison will be taking the win. Another win on his career. That'll be his 4th win in a row. Gaining more points on Lewis for the championship hunt. And here he is. He takes the win. Gap of 2.4 seconds. Sondre takes second. Lee Kelly will be taking a recoverable third place. That should be going out now. Yes, they are. They are out now then. And Louis looks like he's had a great start. But what about Kevin as we move on board with Kevin Harrison? He's had a decent start. Jack Yates has got hit the back of him. Kevin has hit Jack. And Jack then is on the inside. Will he let him through? Yes, he does. His Paco there is still trying to find his way through there into 4th. Lewis has had a good start as we move further back. It's the contact between the McLarens are now going side by side. Sondre drops further back. And the McLarens are keeping it just under control. And look at Sondre trying around the outside on the AlphaTauri. And he's got on the inside line. Doesn't want to touch that curb. Could send him spinning as he's still going side by side for the final position. And there you go. AlphaTauri decides to back out. And Sondre then moves into 14th place. Player then is getting chased. He's trying to save his ERS. I'm not going to go on bottom because of his rev. Kevin then going on the outside into the chicane. Makes it work. But was that a bit too hasty? As I really don't want to go board with his engine. I think it was a bit too hasty because he's staying with him, even with DRS, and he hasn't got it. Trying to claw back, but he can't. Has to hold 3rd position. And that is... They're not teammates. They're technically in the same team in the esports category, but he's fighting a little bit. He is fighting for position. That's interesting. I thought he would have let him through. Oh no! Lewis rear end loses it a little bit. Don't give him damage, but look where Kevin is. Kevin is hungry, going on the inside line. These two are going side by side now. He's getting a nice camera shot there, the Alfa Romeo. Just getting ahead. Louis though, going to try the switch. He's out of the ERS completely. Will he dive around the outside into the chicane? He thought about it, stays behind, tries to get the crossover, but he had to watch out for Patrick. Right now then, Kevin in third. Kevin then finally is making the uptake and it's getting quite cloudy. Now, interestingly, is there rain? It don't look dark enough for rain yet. It wasn't. Lewis then is coming round 130 off for the final time, through the chicane for the final time, and he is going to do what looked like it was out of the window. Kevin's now dropped the 7th place because of Louis, which was just missed. And Lewis takes the win then. Brandon second, Cannon third. Penalties will change that. Sondre fourth. Kevin then moves up to second by penalties, and wow, I couldn't even count down the grid that quick enough. Leipzig should be starting in 3, 2, 1, and they're off then, and it looks like Lee Kelly's had an okay start, but Brandon is trying to keep with him on the start as well. We'll keep an eye behind as well. He goes through right there, Mercedes, and now trying to look at Lewis. Lewis is already into second place. Will he take pole in first into turn 1? As we're almost going 4 wide down the straight. No incidents, no crashes, no carnage, and hopefully they keep it under control. Oh, there's carnage in the background. That is a Red Bull of Sondre Sohaug and Brandon Vilgas there going off into turn 1. That was a heavy hit, and it looked like someone actually hit the Renault into Sondre, and Sondre has got massive wing damage, and he will be very frustrated with that, and he'll be annoyed with the driving style here, as now he's trying to make his comeback, as a lot of people are lagging. And Kevin Harrison already into 6th place, trying to move up. Ooh, almost rear end split foot fish in the background there. And now he's on the outside of the Ferrari, trying to make his way through the field. Yes, that is. He's making a dive into turn 1. Now this is where the softs will play into effect in this big gap they have. Benny Zeus, what he needs to do, just defend and defend. Keeps defending like this, and he'll hold Kevin up each time, and it will cost him time now. Gap to leader is 15.4 seconds right now, so they have gained a bit of time compared to what it was. I agree, Paco, he always does, but you know, it also cost Jack the championship that time when he did it. Renault and Renault side by side. But Kevin then into 4th. Going to possibly move into 3rd. He holds it. Around the outside he's trying to do it. It's a very easy move to make if you can nail the corner right. I know from experience. But no, Kevin's still there. He's going to have to send it. Fish is giving him plenty of room. Who's going to have guts? Oh, they're going side by side, and perfectly executed there from Kevin. I've got to give him the credit there when it is due. And good race awareness from Flip Flop to give him the room when it's needed. Losing a front wing. He's taking his time. We didn't even need to overtake him. He can just stay behind. Look at Lee then, struggling. Full grip. Lee then on the inside. Lewis making the move into the lead of the race. He has now got a 10-point lead over Kevin Harrison. Will Lee dive it back? No, I don't think he will. What about Kevin? Is he okay? Yes, he's safe for now. Goes into second just to be safe. Bit of rear end loss there. Maybe a bit of scary moment there for Louis, but he takes the win with a 17.7 as his best lap there. And he takes the victory. Lee takes 2nd place. Kevin will take 3rd. And they're out now for the drivers, and Kevin Harrison then gets an okay start compared to Eric. Lewis gets an average start, but Eric then is in jeopardy of losing pole position in turn 1. We're getting a bit of frame drop here as we see 3 wide there between the Haas drivers of Paco Suarez going down the grid as we move down. Hopefully there's no contact or malice between them. As we're going 4 wide here, as we can see now. Sean O'Sullivan trying to sneak in the inside of Paco as we're going 4 wide now into turn 2. Oh, that was Jack Yates getting shoved off there. I think that was a bit silly from Jack putting his car there as he saw it was 4 wide. And he's getting very aggressive now as Paco Suarez then dropped to 11th, and Mr. Sohaug in the 5th place. Good start from Mr. Sohaug. Now though, Eric has kept his word ahead of Kevin, and that's what he needed to do, as Paco Suarez is battling now with Louis Quinlan. In the chicane, oh, Louis Quinlan's possibly going for a dive, and he sent it, and he's round, oh no, that's ended in tears there for Louis, and that was a bit optimistic, trying to make a move into that chicane, especially on lap 1. As that did can wing damage though, it's got to be a C, and to be honest, that was completely Louis' fault, he just went straight into him. No wing damage I can see from the pair. However though, Jack Yates has got wing damage, he needs to pit and get the hards on and try and take them to the end. So back aboard with Kevin Harrison now. He's doing what he needs to do in second place, just ahead of Louis. That's what he needed to do, as Paco Suarez is battling now with Louis Quinlan. In the chicane, Louis Quinlan's possibly going for a dive, and he sent it, and he's round. Oh no, that's ended in tears there for Louis, and that was a bit optimistic, trying to make a move into that chicane, especially on lap 1. And he has jumped him. Kevin Harrison then, into the lead of the race. Lewis in a bit of trouble from Lee Kelly now being in the background. Will Lee get a good exit? Lee now making a move on the inside. Oh, Lewis doesn't get a good exit. Rear end a bit too loose, but he holds it. He's trying to go around the outside, Lee Kelly is. He's probably going to look for the switchback. Can he make it work? No, he's staying on the outside to the inside of turn 3. Lee Kelly shoves Lewis a bit off there. These two are fighting side by side. Is this going to end in tears? No, it doesn't. Lewis then takes back the position and shoves Lee in his place. Lee then drops to 8th. Lewis back into 7th. Alexander Sohal goes on his 12-second penalty. That's Kevin then. Round the final corner. Coming to the line to take the win in Hungary. Eric takes 2nd, Lee in 3rd. Will he hold it though? As Fleddy moves to 2nd, Eric now 3rd, Lee 4th. Lewis moves to 4th, so he doesn't lose as much points as he would have. Lee in 5th, Sondre Sohag with.
And the F2 season final is underway. It's a good start from Fleddy, and it's a good start from Lewis Vassman, side by side with Eric. And Lewis has got him though. Eric sends it up down the braking. Good defending there from Eric. And Fleddy's got a sizable lead already. They're side by side behind. That's Paco ahead of Louis Quinlan. And Paco holds the position. There's still not single file behind. Bit of ghosting. Timings have now sorted themselves out. It's still a Ferrari 1-2. We've got Paco there on the inside of McCrew, who goes off the track. And Paco's hit McCrew. Bit of lag there, a desync or something there. I don't know if Paco's lost his wing. But now Louis Quinlan is on the... Let's go on board with him. Oh, Kevin sends it on Jared. Good move from Just Go on board. And Jared's fighting back. Oh, he's giving him a little nudge there. He's not giving him space. Langfeld gives slipstream to Jared. Look at this. Jared's not giving Kevin anything. Is Kevin made the corner? Yes, Jared turns in. Oh, that's completely Jared's fault there. He's half spun. Completely Jared's fault for turning in. And Kevin has got past him. Now look at... And sorry, Langfeld has got back past him. And Kevin spun. Kevin has spun. I just went off that battle. I thought the battle was over. It clearly wasn't. Has Langfeld sent it back up the inside into the left-hander? I think he might have done. Kevin needs to turn off his ERS. I think he's forgot he's got his ERS on. He's still got his ERS on. And Kevin, well, I mean, he needs a safety car now, otherwise he's out the championship. Quite simply, I mean, I don't know if he did it on his own. He needs to turn his ERS off, Kevin. His tyres are absolutely gone. He's got to pit this lap. Yeah, he is going to pit this lap. And it... How's Kevin doing? Kevin right behind Eisen. Is he going to go for a move? No. Oh, he is. He's going to go for a move on. That's just desperation from Kevin there. He needs to wait for a straight. And we've got Louis Quinlan getting past Can. They're going side by side. Oh, they're banging wheels. Neck and neck. Look at that. Can on the outside for the corner. We've got the Ferrari under pressure of Eric as well from Sanjay. Eric's got past Eric. Oh, and they've crashed. They've hit each other. Can's hit Louis. That's Sanjay. Sanjay's gone off too. We saw Eric get past Sanjay, and now Sanjay's dropped down. And we've got the two Mercedes racing. Surely they aren't going to go for it with the championship. Don't think so. We've got that's Paco on the inside of Louis with the Quinlan, and Paco forces his way through. That's put Louis on the back foot, and that's Langfell, is it? Side by side with Jared. It is. Oh, Jared gets bad exit there. So I don't know if Sanjay made a mistake. Oh, and who is that? That's Eisen sending it on the inside of Kevin. And they're going side by side. They're going to go 3 wide with Jared now. Kevin on the inside. Jared punches him. What is Jared doing? That looked a bit dangerous there. And it's really heating up after this safety car restart. Kevin has been hit by Jared. Jared really squeezed him there. We saw a massive dive bomb from the Alpha Tauri of Eisen as well. And now he's going to go for it on Sanjay. I think Sanjay must have damage or something. He's dropping like a fly. Look at this train. We've got now that's Eisen goes side by side with Sanjay. Behind him, we've got Kevin on Jared. Let's go on board with Kevin. Jared really doesn't want to let Kevin go. And Kevin's just going to back out. He is. Jared doesn't pushes him off. Jared really racing Kevin hard here for the championship. And are they going to crash? No. Kevin down the inside. Jared turns in. I'm going to be honest. Jared's been a bit of a knob here now. He's just being dirty. He's just doing it to be stubborn and stop the championship leader. And it's gone from good racing from Jared to absolute stupidity. And yes, Jared is out and we have a safety car. And it's Paco who's lost his wing, I think. And it's Paco who's lost his wing. That's why Kevin's right behind him. Oh, and Kevin's on the inside. It's a turn 1 and the 3 wide going into the last left-hander. Sanjay getting involved. Sanjay's hit Kevin. Sanjay's lost his wing and he's hit Kevin. They went 3 wide into the corner. That wasn't going to happen. And Sanjay's dropped to last. Louis Quinlan's got past him. I'm trying to keep up with everything. And we're going to see Eric. He's on the final cut. He comes round the final cut. He's going to win the final of F2 this season. Congratulations to him. Louis comes home in second and he is the F2 champion for season 9. Congratulations to him. Langfeld does get third. Eisen does get fourth. Fleddy gets fifth. Can drops to sixth. Louis Quinlan gets seventh. Kevin Harrison, he came here today trying to get the championship. He comes home with no wing, unfortunately. He's tried his hardest. He's had the most wins this season, but he hasn't been consistent enough. And unfortunately, today hasn't been his day. And Sanjay is doing donuts, as he should. There we go. Good from Sanjay. Get those donuts done.